Here we go. I was wondering where my mic was. There we go. Oh, turn that up too. All right. Everything's still messed up from last stream. Where's my thing? There it is. Hey. Uh-oh. I have some buzzers. Happy Friday. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is though. Oh well. Grogar want hot dog. Or he's scared of hot dog. One of the two. Yeah. Hello, Kelchan. How was Japan today? Excuse there. That works. Eat the hot dog. Looks like he's smoking. Quiet. This is not a bad thing. There. Nom 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 nom. Wait. Oh, that's not how you eat. There you go. Nom 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 nom. Bleh. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. Hello, Rainy. And Jess. He's eating hot dog. He's hungry. Grogar desires food as well. There we go. It had been like a week since I touched this up. I think I'm just finishing up this shot because I think this one's basically done.
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass.
Yeah, that one's done. Well, I have to do the hair.
My hoof up your ass.
But I'll get to that later. So I have to do his animating. So when is the stretch noise? There's a little bit right there. So actually it's a lot of stretching. Probably keep him in the... Oh, I think that's when the bell hits him. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I got it. That's a good marker.
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass.
Yeah, I don't want to change him from essentially his T-pose right away. Trying to figure out where exactly the squeak is. Right here. It's only about a half second long. So this right here. Okay, I think in the actual video he's stretching in two different directions.
You had it all this time?
Yeah, I want to look at the reference material again. Because I think he was like pulling all the way back on that second one. 23 or 22. Oh, I had the right one. Oh yeah, but doesn't like me playing two once. Poopy. Okay. I have a feeling if I touch anything, it's not gonna. Okay, so he pulls his one leg to the side a little bit, and then he does pull himself fully back. Favorite episode? Actually, I did a video with a portion from it. 1, 2, 3, or testing 1, 2, 3. I believe was my. That's the name of it. That was my favorite episode. It's only Dasher in the chair. He's rocking, and not just because of that, though. That I love that part. The lesson that is learned from that video, I feel, is an important lesson of that everybody has a different way of learning, and just because somebody's is different, or not even that, it's everybody has their own way of learning, and so if they're having difficulties in one method of learning, it's not because they're stupid, or it's not because they just can't learn. It's because you haven't found the way that they learn best, and I think that's an important lesson. So. So I'm thinking for this one, I'm going to have him just lean and attempt to pull one leg. And then I'll have to have him pull all the way back, and then probably just lean forward again. Feels like I should have caught up on sleep because of the holiday, but I really didn't. Alright, so how do I have these locked? Not correctly, it looks like. 'Cause I thought these had a couple different ways you can pull on it. What's that one? Okay, so that probably won't lock to the ground, and so that this one can be pulled. Because I don't want the goop itself sliding too much down here. This one. Okay, so I got it locked. That looks to be about the same. Yeah. This one. That looks like what I might want actually locked. I think so. I just need to have it re-enlarged because that lock broke things. my goop go? No, the goop worked better. Okay. How long was the hangover? I didn't drink all that much. Well, I drink quite a bit, but I drank it early, and then I stopped like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So no, it wasn't too bad. Or was non-existent anyway. For me anyway. No, I know how to not be stupid drinking. Plus, I drink small amounts a lot more often, so I think I'm just a hair tolerant. Like that. Okay. So it still doesn't quite lock all the way, but it's goop. I expect it to slide a little bit. It just before it was sliding a lot. But I think I started the stream at 7. And I think at that point I had 1 drink, and then I made 2 more and had a mead. But I make the drinks with like 3 shots of whiskey in there. So, I had 3 of those. So I'd probably about 9 shots and worth in a couple hours. But we also had a whole bunch of food I was eating too. Michael made Reuben bites, which was just a Reuben wrapped inside a croissant. So instead of a marble bread, which is kind of pretty good. I'm actually I'm a huge fan of Canadian whiskey. I love Canadian whiskey. I have a Kentucky whiskey right now too, and I did go through a giant thing of bourbon, but my main one is definitely Canadian whiskey. I have Canadian Club's probably one of my favorites, but I've been drinking Black Velvet, I think is another one. I could give a shot because it's about the same price. It's pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah, he changed his position there. So he's gonna lean a little bit. So those are locked. He definitely does not have a rig. That's fine, because I'm used to working without a rig. So I'm just gonna have to do some trial and error with this. Don't know exactly how to go about some of it, but that's the wonderful part about working in with keyframes. I may not know exactly what I'm going for, but I can throw some out there and see what sticks. He scaled? No, he's not. I just didn't have it centered. Worried I had him scaled, and I'm like, wait a second. Doing this is hard with scaled ponies. Oops. Oops again. Oh, it's back there. There we go. So, Blurred, how was your hangover? That's good, I guess. Let's do that for now. So this one. Hello.
Hello. Did you work on this at all while I was gone? Over the holiday?
No,
No.
I only have one stream. Well, no.
Oh, yeah, it's
No, I worked on it that Friday. I don't know. Oh yeah, you were gone that day.
Yeah.
I can't remember when you're gone.
Yeah. I have that kind of presence.
Forgettable.
Yeah. Oof. His hose look like they hurt.
Working on his hooves.
Just imagining he's so old that he's just like Professor Farnsworth on Futurama, where he just went to crack his hose and they just like bent backwards. He's like, and just bones just shattered.
I'll try that. Probably need to turn it a little bit more.
4 months till
Hello,
you can
Pro.
legally drink. You should celebrate with a beer.
Hmm?
He says he's got 4 months before he can legally drink. I said he should celebrate with a beer.
I found drinking was more fun when it was illegal.
Yeah, me too. I think I went to my first bar when I was 20.
I was in bars beforehand, but I couldn't drink.
Well, they didn't check my ID. You just gotta find the right bars.
Well, I wasn't doing that kind of drinking. I was.
It was like I was drinking like a lemon, like drink of some sort. It wasn't even hard. I mean, it was hard liquor. I remember the first time I tasted beer, I thought it was disgusting, and I drink beer now, and I think it's disgusting. So nothing changed.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I'm not gonna give people advice that I never listened to, though I will say never drink and drive. That is the one piece of advice I'm pretty hard about. That is a dumb mistake that dumb people make, like a dumb me when I was younger. Just don't do it. It is a very bad idea. And don't make yourself sick either. This is dumb. Did a lot of that when I was younger too. Don't be dumb.
Yeah, that's all you just said. I'm going to tell you the advice that everybody says, and I shall repeat it so that you can break it better.
Well, don't drink yourself stupid and don't drink and drive. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Even
Yeah,
people
but
that
I
do.
learned it the hard way. A lot of people hear it, and not everybody listens to it.
Yeah, and do you think that you saying it's going to change anything?
Yes, I feel Like I'm an influential individual. When was like, no. He's like, I want to drink and drive even more now. Just because you told me not to.
I might need to have his chest turned out more. Just because I can't hide the... I can't hide it enough. I should just turn the other way.
Hey, Kel-chan. How are things?
Just repeating everything that I said. Like,
How's Kel-chan just shut up? Oh. Oh, I thought he just shut up. He said some. Well, I'm just seeing him. We're just meeting.
You gotta pop up earlier.
It's too long a drive. I had to stop at Target for biscuits. Wowee. And make you old.
That's coming so quick, Kel-chan. Hell, it was just yesterday. It was 11 years ago.
I hope not.
Just collapses into him. Maybe that's why it's not working so hot. I can't really bend his arm backwards. Well, actually, from this angle, I might not need to bend it so much then. Probably bend it just like that.
So you got the Philly all animated?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Just sticky feet over here. He got bug juice on his feet. Can you not lock it to his feet?
It is, but it only locks and works well from that angle. As soon as you move it, it'll follow, but not always in the way you want it to. So I have to puss with it a little bit. Or like here, I probably have to have it angled a little bit. All that matters is what it looks like from here.
Yeah.
Probably make his eyes close. Oh, I can't actually make him squint. That's gonna be. Well, wait, kind of. I have them all up there, right? Yeah. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Put some of that on. Drop the eye closed. Yeah. That actually looks kind of like a squint.
Mm-hmm.
It's happy face.
So happy.
Yep, he's happy that he's stuck in goo.
And when you think about it, he's essentially just got two big old loogies on his feet.
Yeah.
It's pretty nasty. It's a nasty bug horse.
She also turned her head 90 degrees.
Yeah, that's just awesome. She got like exorcist skills.
I mean, how is she making her children? You gotta
Like-
think of her laying eggs.
Well, if you think about it from like an insect standpoint, she could have been impregnated like 20 years ago and is still just using that same cache of sperm to pop out children.
When I was thinking about the laying of eggs, I wasn't literally thinking about the act of, but your mind went in a really weird direction.
How else was I supposed to think about that? Like, that's how bug babies are made.
She's probably 35 too, isn't she?
Nah, she's way older. That dude could have been like, she could have been with that guy for like 300 years ago. I mean, I'm still in the headcanon that all those changelings are kids. So, they kicked mom out, and that's just wrong. No matter how. Shouldn't kick your mom to the curb, no matter how much of a jerk she's been.
She tried to murder and take over an entire civilization.
Yeah, for her kid's sake. Kinda.
Sure. Pretty sure in the end she was doing it for herself.
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen that episode where she just comes back. She's like, hey, you little brats. Can't treat me like this.
I think I need to have him balance out a little bit more. I think it works from this angle though. No, he's pull. Actually, no, that does work. I was thinking about something different, but actually that does work. He's angry.
Angry too, somebody just sneezed snot on my shoes. More grossed out though. See you, Kel-chan.
You had all this.
I'm gonna keep it simple right now.
You had all this.
Okay, so this one's gonna be his back pull.
Turn it into one of those rocker horses.
Oh,
But it ran.
No, I was putting him. I had to get his butt up higher, so. And that's the way you do it.
I don't want to see Groger's butt. I'm just saying.
It's kind of a necessity at this point.
Ugh.
Stop making things weird.
I'm not making things weird. You're the one looking at his butt.
I have to animate!
Like the accusations. Man, you sure do like looking at his butt. You're like, no!
It's part of the job. I gotta touch the butt.
Gotta look at butts all day. Go butts.
Yeah, and then ponies pop up, and then you're just like, hey,
I'm just like,
turn the camera around.
No.
Want me to put his head on a pony?
No.
And then have... No, did we have him twerk? I thought we did.
This Groger?
No, who was it that we had twerk before, the really disturbing one? I can't remember
It would have
anyone.
been disturbing to have twerk.
Is it Big Mac?
That wouldn't be super disturbing, I don't think. It would be weird.
What?
Disturbing. I'm just saying, he's still a pony. He's cute, kind of. He's not a mare. What?
Hi, Murph. Michael's weird.
I don't think I would have been disturbed by Big Mac. Maybe it was Spike. He's pretty annoying.
Actually, this would be kind of hard to do. Where doing the double pull, because his back legs are shorter. So I want to see how they do it.
You pretty much just have him like trying to stand upright. 2 legs.
Yeah. I think he actually buckles down on these, so he puts all his, because I'm trying to balance his weight. I think he just goes like this.
Yeah, just kind of leans back and pulls up.
I think I'm just going to get a base straight back position, and then I'll try to angle them up both a little bit. So does he have his... He just kind of pulls his neck to the side. There it goes. So I wonder if I can keep his head like that. Oh. Only Grogar. Oh, this neck can't be down.
It's like, ho, 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 ho. No. You fixed. I wonder if contacts get smudges on him.
There. It's a compact scroll car.
You had it all this time?
Soon. Soon.
Revenge. Revenge? Kind of looks like an anime character. Ninja mode.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm just going to keep his head straight down like this, and what I also should do though is create a backup.
So you want Gold Star Chili tonight?
Whatever works for you.
Cool.
I'm going to make a copy so I don't lose the lip sync. I have a feeling I'm going to oops something.
Oopsie doodles.
I definitely will at some point. So, like even there, there's part of him in there. Okay.
Why is the bell so big?
Oh yeah, you haven't been there for that. 'Cause.
Just having to be crushed by the bell now.
Yeah.
You had it all this time? Why didn't you
Oh, jeez.
It's the right size.
I'd say for Switzerland. Like how you even got the platform. It's on the back.
The what?
The platform that he's standing on.
Yeah.
Just have it like going crooked.
Well, yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Broke it.
But then she's all done. Oh yeah, we did the camera swap too.
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass.
The best part of the whole thing's Terry.
Really?
Yes.
Not the filly?
The filly, I mean, she's the cutest part of the whole thing. But him just being like, oh, god damn it.
Well, technically, his butt's based on a pony butt.
No. No. No, it's not. No. I am properly disturbed.
Why?
It's just, no.
So, if you were to see this and I said it was a mare,
No.
it would be different.
No.
Context matters, you mean?
Yeah.
Clippy clomp my hoof. Clippy clomp my hoof. Clippy clomp my hoof up
It's
your
like
ass.
one of those things where you see like just the leg and then it looks like all clean and shaven and slender, and then it pans up and it's just some like lumberjack dude, and you're just like, oh no.
Done that with the where somebody does that, they go to show the boobies and they take just some really, really fat guy that just squeeze these together.
And it's just like, no,
It works.
it's not the
Oh, I just
same.
clippy clomp my
Clippy clomp.
clippy clomp my
Clippy clomp.
clippy clomp my hoof. Clippy clomp. Clippy clomp.
No, she is pretty evil, but she's also kind of cute.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
And also I added Scout going woo afterwards. It's a thing woo. It's to help connect the two shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
And then just a quick pan that you don't even notice two different shots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just
That's a good
Oh,
pan.
I just clipped.
Actually, you know what?
Hmm.
That is one of the
Tanner made of metal.
no, whatever, figure it out. No, it's a pan is usually used incorrectly, and I think I always do. Panning means swiveling the camera horizontally. Okay, so it was correct. So that was a pan. Because it's
What is it called if you sold the camera vertically? I mean, you don't see that much, but like, does it have a different name?
yeah, they actually all have names.
That's weird.
Tilt is rotates up and down on the vertical plane, so that's doing this. So it's the opposite of panning for vertical.
Okay, so they just call it tilt.
It's tilt. Yaw is rotation. Well, no, but that's kind of different too.
It's kind of like panning. Maybe what you're doing is a yaw because you're spinning the camera, and a pan would just be like moving the camera like this, whereas you're spinning it. So maybe what you're doing.
No, I'm
is a
still. No, it's turning out out of position. That's what I'm doing.
yaw. Okay. And I'm confused by the two.
Pan and tilt.
Pan and yaw.
Oh, yaw I think means an actual rotating of it.
Okay.
No. Well, also, it's probably just saying that it's C also, because it's a similar thing.
Okay.
This is just a camera term. I thought...
Smudged. No, I have both.
In your pocket?
I always carry it with me. My glasses get smudged all the time.
How is this not safe? I know this is safe. Sloopy Newbie is unsafe. No, I think they actually they gave all the definitions in here. Because there is a lot of terms. like straight on, upshot, downshot, bird's eye view, worm's eye view. There's a lot of names, but I thought this one had like a chart. I won't purposely put porn on the stream.
Accidental porn's the best porn, anyways.
Maybe it wasn't on this one. No, it wasn't. But yeah, because Dolly and trucking were the two that were not done right. So lockdown is that's no movement. So then pan is left and right. Tilt is up and down. Zoom is in and out. Dolly, I think, is the motion of left and right.
How's it?
No, though.
Okay, that's the actual movement.
Okay, no. Trucking is the movement left and right. Dolly is the forward and backward movement.
Probably describes a bit how they always used to do it. Like if you wanted to go side to side, you'd probably mount it on the back of a truck.
Yeah, that was probably what they did
Back
for consistent.
and forward was probably a dolly.
Yeah. So they got to get some good old trucking. But yeah, that was probably where the terms came from. But whether or not that's actually used, I've never heard the term trucking used. I've heard dolly used.
I've seen the camera in the back of a truck that was being used for filming.
Yeah, no, but I never heard the term.
Yeah.
So, but most people just, any movement of a camera is considered panning. Almost anybody calls it.
Now I'm wondering if panning the first camera, they just didn't have a big pan. They set they propped the camera on and they spun it on the pan. Because the trucking is the back of a truck. A dolly is on a dolly.
It's derived from panorama, suggesting the expansive view that exceeds the gaze.
Ah.
I was pretty sure that's what it came from.
I was hoping giant pie pan.
Can you guess where the word tilt came from?
Tilting?
I have no clue.
I mean,
to me, that makes.
When I think tilting, I think looking up or leaning back.
Yeah, but that's the term tilt. They're just using it again. Panning, you're not going to think of like when I look to the left, I'm panning my head. No, you say I'm turning my goddamn head.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that's what it meant. It was something to do with panoramic. And I'm guessing panoramic, pano, probably in some Latin term, means expansive or wide or something.
I just want to know where a pie comes into the mix.
Pie?
Yeah, because I wanted a giant pie. I wanted there to be a big pan so I could cook a giant pie in it. Now I'm disappointed.
Well, let's see. Panoramic. Does it give its history? I'm too lazy to. So it's Greek for. Pan was Greek for sight derivative to see or look. Okay.
No pies.
Yeah, there's definitely not food.
Well, you ruined my day, don't you?
There you go.
Yay!
There's a bunch of pies.
Is it black cherry pie? Black
It's
cherry
just cherry
pie's
pie.
way better.
Well, you know what? I
might
come up with something.
I was gonna say, don't stop that. You want accidental porn.
We actually did that once. We were at a friend's place, and I can't remember what term we just accidentally said. And we were like, "Look that up," and so he did. And oh my god, it was a bunch of really hairy men.
Oh no!
Like fetish hairy men, and it was. I've never seen somebody click an X on a browser that fast.
No.
It was so good.
Make it stop.
You have
He's doing the give him the do not want right now. He has the do not want pose. Lean him back. No. Just like, wait, this isn't my fetish.
I love Mountain Peak.
Well, you should probably stop eating popcorn.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get him to turn this much. Nope.
Huh? Trying to think if there's any kind of popcorn I really like, but I don't think I think the answer is not really. Does anybody like really like popcorn, or is it just cheap and at theaters?
No, I like making. If I have popcorn around, I'll like make a bag of it, but I normally don't.
Like, if you were given the option between popcorn and anything else that you would eat, would you choose popcorn? This is what I'm kind of getting at, because I feel like it's like nobody chooses to eat popcorn. It just ends up being there for some reason. And then you eat it because it's there.
I mean, the last time I had popcorn home was because we had a box of it that Niece picked up at some point and it was there.
Yeah, right.
But,
it disappears.
But my parents used to pick it up all the time and make bagged popcorn. It's a nice salty snack. It's not I wouldn't say nice, I guess. It's not the best for you. It's a delivery device for for salt and butter.
But yeah.
But I like getting it at a theater because it's just a nice like pop in your mouth snack.
Well, you can get a lot of it that'll last throughout a good bit of the movie. Everything else at the theater is going to be gone after 10
And it also
minutes.
makes you super thirsty, so you got to go spend all your money on those expensive sodas.
Yeah. Which I finish half the time before the movie even starts.
Yeah, I know you don't have an off button when it comes to things in your hand.
So they need to install into those seats now. They got the seat warmers and the recliners. They just need to install like a fountain tap, so you can just refill your soda.
I was waiting for you to say bathroom.
No, that would be gross.
That would be nifty.
Just guy in front of you just taking a dump.
Well, I'm not a dumb.
You're turning the recliner into a toilet. Everybody's just sitting on toilets.
When you see the guy like 3 rows up light a match, you're like, oh.
Just bombing everybody out of the theater. This is the future. We all have to look forward to it.
People taking shits at a movie.
Mm-hmm. It's a magical future.
It does sound like a magical place.
Mm-hmm. Never have to get up again. Everybody's just gonna have recliners in their living rooms that double as toilets, so they never have to move.
I haven't got the couch yet.
It's a wonderful idea.
Like, you know when babies have that poop face and you're just like watching a movie and a guy's under a blanket and they start doing that face, you're like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Jim's taking a poop.
Jim's on the John.
Oh.
I'm actually I'm gonna keep this pose for like now. I think I'm gonna stretch him back further, but I'm gonna need him to be somewhat bent down before he does, and I basically why undo the work. Mac and cheese on a burger sounds amazing.
Yeah, you like mac and cheese on pizza too.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a place by us that does something called the White Trash Burger, and it is a burger with Velveeta cheese, chicken fried bacon, and cheese curds on it. And it is delicious. It's super cheesy, and it comes with a checkered flag.
Yeah, I like the cheese part. I don't know about the pasta part, though. You have to have some really cheesy mac and cheese.
Kumo's in Chicago does the waffle burger. That's really good too. It's barely, you can barely hold it, but it's so good.
That's the best part about going to Chicago is that place. I'm still kind of bummed I'm not going to be able to go to Cider Fest this year. Probably buy one of those spirit badges.
Okay, so his chest needs to go higher. Otherwise his legs are going to clip.
Everyone go to Cider Fest. It is the best pony convention.
It is.
Only my brother's marriage fails, I can go.
You can
Fingers crossed.
help it along.
I know, just sabotage his marriage. Make me the worst person on the planet.
But you got to go to the convention.
I know, it'd be pretty nice. It's tempting.
Friendship is magic.
Yay.
Just brotherly love. Fuck that. We need
Yes,
friendship.
Tell me that brother love crap. When it comes to my brothers, love is we acknowledge each other's existence. And we go to their weddings, I guess. I would never hear the end of it if I didn't.
Well, you had to tell everybody in your family that you're a brony, so I would think that whatever respect they had is already gone.
That's a fair point. I actually got my parents to sit down and watch the movie with me after it came out on DVD. They were mildly amused.
You had it all this.
I don't know if I should have his back. I can't actually physically move it because of the way it's built.
Telling my parents is easy.
That's actually better.
It was my coworkers who gave me a hard time.
Well, your parents are just going to be like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, sure.
Coworkers.
It's just a phase.
Yeah. And then me look over. Can somebody have a phase at 28? It's like, I'm not sure. Oh, I hope so. Ugh. I was 28 when I started watching this show. Now I'm old.
Now you're like 52.
I know. Feels like it. His tail is really weird right now. Now he's pooping.
Now his tail's probably going to be down like that, but I can't, I don't want to do anything with the tail right now.
I think he just has a weird looking tail. It's like a fish fin. It's like he's gonna rudder himself through the water. It's not over yet, blurred blah. We have the new ponies that are high, and their arms are made of spaghetti, and they curse in song.
That sounds better.
It does.
It sounds like an upgrade when you put it that way.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it out of sheer curiosity.
No, you're gonna watch it because there's ponies,
Well, yeah.
and you're gonna like it, even though you're gonna hate
Look,
it.
I'm gonna hate. Look,
Finish a sentence.
I'm gonna hate like it. I will enjoy it if it is what I think it's gonna be, which is only a season long. A bit of nonsense for one season might actually be fun. I don't know that I'd be able to do it more than that. But... And the more important part is, does it have Derpy? If it doesn't have Derpy, it's absolute crap and should be set on fire.
You probably won't.
Don't you say that. You jinx it.
I already did.
No.
And I don't see them putting her in there. If they're only gonna have one season, they might. I could see her being in the background like once.
That's all I need. That's all she ever is half the time. If she has a speaking role in the new pony thing, my brain will explode. So be ready to clean that up.
Can you? Well, no. Because at least write a letter first saying I wasn't my fault.
Well, I'm not gonna know. I'm gonna be sitting on my computer. Derpy's
write
gonna
it
start
now?
talking, and it's just gonna go.
Can you just write it now that in case my head explodes, all assets go to Andrew, no matter the cause?
My ponies are all being buried with me, man. I don't know what you're. I'm taking that one.
No, your money. That's all I care about.
Oh,
Like
okay.
ponies. You're treating this like you're like an Egyptian pharaoh.
I am.
Like, I watch my slaves buried with me.
My plushies will serve me well in the afterlife. You'll see.
How so?
I'll boop 'em. For all eternity. You're just here. Sometimes in the house, late at night, you can hear the sounds of booping.
What is the sound of a boop?
Boop.
No, that's an audible.
That's me saying boop. That's what you get to hear. You just
No,
hear
that's called onomatopoeia.
onomatopoeia.
Yes.
Boop.
No. That's like me going, punch.
Well, every time I boop a pony, I say boop. So, it works. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna do that every time I go to the bathroom.
Pee.
Shitting! Shitting!
Just announce the boops. Oh boy.
His head has. Why does it have bones if they're not usable?
He's old, man. He doesn't bend well anymore.
Doesn't bend at all. And I'm feeling that I'm bending it too much to where it's going to.
Look deformed.
It's when a lot of bones are bending together, getting from A to B isn't always the way you want it to be, because it might be that their straight line is you wanted to go from here to here, but some other bone is going to dip it into a different position during that period, and so it just doesn't always look right.
You had it all. You had it all. You had... You had it. You had it all.
I think I'm gonna spend this weekend building my new PC.
Dancing.
He's dancing.
Alright, Gogar's workout plan.
Step 1. Be stuck to the floor by an evil bug lady.
What?
Step 1 of the workout. I mean, I'm pretty sure people would work out if they thought they were going to get eaten by an evil bug lady.
Did he think he was going to be eaten?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, Chrysalis is, she does eat people's, like, love or whatever that means. I mean, you can't say that without it sounding weird.
Well, especially when you're saying it. Okay, so that's at least a general pullback.
That's like the defense against her, too. It's like, I'm going to eat your love. It's like, no, you can't. It's TVY.
Eat my love.
Oh, no.
My love.
He's got a weird mouth.
It's, I have it deformed for the certain sound, so I can't actually fully close it with the sliders.
Mm. It's like,
You had it all this time? Why?
Okay, now that I have the general position for that, I can start changing it.
You have a question.
One of the bones disappeared when bringing it, but they have the bones already break when uploading it into SFM. No. If you're talking about if you're talking like IK rigs, no, not at all. They're because it's a gaming engine. You actually have to have a rig script, which looks like it's under scripts. That would make sense. Like this.
Don't show him that. That's just gonna like freak him out.
No, because I hate these things. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have to type all that out just to read the model.
It's kind of. So a lot of this stuff is just useless fluff, and the green text does kind of help you along. But the main thing is going through, and you have to. You got to find a model that's similar. So if it's a pony type model, you can just try to grab some of these other ones. Though I don't like their rigs. So a lot of these are taking the actual bone and renaming it to what the file is going to use. So a lot of these are just mapping these together. If there's an extra spine, you just add another one in here. But then you have to go and set up its parent structure. So you have to say like, this is constraining it together. And then this is setting up the parent structure. So you're saying that the pelvis goes, or the root goes to the pelvis goes to the spine 0 to spine 1 to neck to head, and then head being the end. Or not really the end, then head has left ear and right ear. So these are about setting up the general structure. But then it's down here is where it gets a little bit more complicated. Like this is how you do the reverse legs potentially, and these are more things. Really, it'd be good luck, because I spent like days poring over this to try to figure out what exactly it was doing. But I have a general understanding of what it is. I can add a bone to it if I need to, the Equestria Girls models when they came out were using a very similar bone structure to other rigs, but they had an extra spine bone. So I just went in here and added a spine bone. Then they worked. So, but the problem is if the rig isn't set up properly to where it can be loaded, it doesn't even load. Like the model will just do nothing. But the pony ones are hard because a lot of them work really well. A lot of the rigs work really well when you have bones that are pretty evenly spaced. When it comes to like arms and stuff. But the pony ones are always where the shoulder and the elbow are very, very close. And then you have your foot, which is halfway through, or for a lot of the taller ones anyway. With the pony ones, they're closer to the bottom. It ends up being that they're not built to work really well, personally. So I just never use an IK rig. This guy doesn't have one. I mean, I could probably modify one of the existing ones to work with him, but some of the weighting and everything is just going to be so off, it's just not worth it. So, I'm very used to working without a rig for pony models just because of that, so it doesn't bother me. that's what a lot of this planning is. If I plan everything out, and especially since he's not actually moving, none of his legs are lifting off of the ground, makes it a lot easier. I can just lock them, and then I can move them wherever I want.
Did his back legs never come off the ground?
In the reference material, I think he lifts it right here, but a lifted leg is easy to do.
Yeah.
Even if I lift it and put it elsewhere, it's really easy to still kind of do that in post. As long as as long as this foot never moves, I can, at like halfway through the animation, move this foot back and tell all the future animation to move with it, and it normally works as long as you don't start trying to do complex animation with it. But I probably will worry about the leg lift thing when I'm done with all the keyframes.
When everything else is done, yeah.
Well, when the keyframes are done, then I'll go back and look over it. Brian, like even this, I think him going straight back is really stupid looking, but if I'm going to have him pull to the left and the right, it's easier if I just do one center one and then shift both instead of doing one and then having to shift the whole thing over to the other side.
Yeah.
The difference between SFM and the software I use. Well, Blender doesn't actually, in terms of the rigging, I don't know, because I don't know Blender. I do animating. I barely touch any of the modeling side of stuff, so I wouldn't be able to really answer it too much. But the rigging and stuff is probably a lot more intuitive and smart because it's built for being used in that software, while the SFM one it's just a text-based thing. So, plus SFM hasn't been updated for a while, and there's probably Blender and a lot of those have probably had consistent updates to improve upon everything they're doing.
You had it all this.
Gravity. All right. So I'm gonna have him. He just pulled to the right, or okay, his left, I guess. So I probably don't want to have him pull that way right away again. In the show, he pulls. I don't think that's the actual pull I'm looking for. It's not gonna play. Yeah.
Yeah, that was your phone.
Crunchyroll.
Sounds tasty.
It's anime. Delicious anime.
No.
Let's go to the next one. Here we go. No.
Is your internet just having a hard time today?
No, it's YouTube doesn't sometimes like multiple videos playing, and our internet when streaming doesn't like to have multiple things being played at the same time. If I'm playing YouTube music and I try playing a video on my same account, it will pause the music on the other browser window because I'm overutilizing YouTube. But it's because
way more bandwidth than that. I feel like there should be way more bandwidth than that.
we have boosted internet speeds, so when it needs it, it gives it to you. But if it's just inconsistent, like YouTube calls, it's not going to give you the full speed because Comcast is a butt.
But indeed.
That's why I missed my US internet.
Yeah, I'm running fiber optics out here yet.
That is fiber optic.
Oh, well, what we have now?
No,
Oh, it would, yeah,
we just have normal cable.
yeah. Surprised they haven't run fiber optic out here.
Expensive.
Yeah, but they had fiber optic run out by my parents' house, and they lived out in the boonies.
Because they didn't already have the infrastructure in place for probably other internets.
We had cable internet.
You can get gigahertz internet through Comcast, but they don't give you the full speed unless they detect that you're using it.
Yeah.
US Internet just gave it to you all the time. And they were significantly cheaper.
Yeah. They need to get that fiber optic run everywhere already. I suspect they'll have it out here eventually.
Oh, yeah. One day. You could pay to use internet to get it to you early.
Probably not cheap.
Oh yeah. Kyle asked. They laughed at him. But they already have plans as to what places they're going to be putting everything in, so they're not going to just drop those plans because somebody wants it in their house.
Maybe if you got like a petition, and they thought there was enough customers in the area, they might. But that sounds like a lot of work.
The whole reason that we got it at the other place was because the businesses in the area, I think, got it, and they just did it as a project. Usually they're in South Minneapolis, and we were not South Minneapolis.
Yeah.
But they came anyway.
If they're not too far off, and you can convince the internet company that there's a lot of money to be made.
It's miles.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, there's just random streets that they did because of I think just some businesses they felt it was worthwhile in some locations to put it in, and if you're putting it in on the street, you might as well just hit everybody.
I can see it also being easier to put in like apartment buildings as opposed to homes, because you probably get a lot less line.
Homes, no,
In the apartment buildings.
that whole street was apartments.
Yeah.
But even if you're a house in the area and it's not far, they could run a line.
Yeah. Personally, I'm surprised fiber optics is so expensive. The materials are relatively cheaper, I would think, than
They're just a small company,
wires. Yeah.
so they gotta make the money to spend the money. Especially when you have companies like Comcast, everything is, it's so expensive, but then when there's competition in the area, just, well, look at all that crap they dropped, and they ran you out of business.
Oh. How it goes.
Okay, so he's tilted that way with his butt cheek going that way, so this one should be straighter than the rest.
Terminator Twilight Sparkle, huh? Yeah, I can see that. She did travel through time that one time.
Oh, well, they already had her model, and they had the one with the cybernetic eye. We've had a bunch of different cyber twies already.
Yeah, I was watching that Pony Polka thing here when I was up home for Christmas. Yeah, because that's when it came out. My sister, she's kind of into Pony too, and we're listening to all the songs, and they go through all the songs, and Discord comes on, or the polka version of it. She's like, "What's that song? I've never heard that song," and I'm just like, just look at her, I'm like, don't make me play it. Also, how have you not heard that song? Feels like it was impossible.
You had it all this time. You had it all this time. You had it all this time. You had it all this time.
Okay. So do. Some of the face stuff was used. We don't want that. We don't want those.
All this time. All this time. All this time. This time. Why did?
Okay, let's put that back to this. Oh, nope, that's. Oh no, I wanted that all selected again. Oh, I forgot the goop. Okay, I'll do right to there. Okay, so this one, he's been pushing on that one. So I'm going to have him swap legs. What happened to you? You broke.
He's escaping his bells.
He's afraid of the one bell, so he's trying to run from it by leaving his other bells.
Yes. They're attracted to the other bell. You know, it's only just been now I've realized that the thing on the front is supposed to be where the bell hangs from.
Really?
Yeah. It's only like while I've been watching today that I realized that's what that is. It's a place to hang his bell.
Well, this model actually comes with the bell already on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's the bell I'm using. I just have it locked to the world separate from him.
Yeah. Well, you never actually see him wearing it in the show because they never give it to him. So it's only now.
Well, he does. He gets it right in the face.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm canon.
Yeah. His butt looks deformed now.
It's because I just haven't turned the rest of them to match. So it's just good about getting it like that. For the other angle, I didn't care. From this one, I do. So
I have not. No.
Dark Fate, I have no idea.
There's a lot of movies I have never seen. It makes me sad sometimes.
Yeah, there's plenty of movies out there still to catch.
I still want to watch that Mr. Rogers documentary.
It's a horror flick. Hello, neighbor.
That would make me so sad if somebody turned Mr. Rogers into like a horror figure. I mean, they do it with the Santa Claus all the time.
Put the lotion on the skin.
He's just freaking.
Or it gets the hose again.
Whoa, Bob, now. Oh, no. No wonder he wanted so many neighbors.
We'll keep this our little secret.
Takes them to the land of make-believe and they never come back.
Locked. Ah, okay, yeah. That's why his shoulder looks so weird, because it was locked, so it didn't move with him.
I thought Terminator 3 was the sequel to Terminator 2.
No, that's too easy.
Yeah. I didn't like any of the Terminator movies that came out after T2. Came out way later and they just weren't as good.
Okay, actually, I need to turn his chest shot way. Yeah, because I'm stretching that one out. Now I'm stretching the other one. He just needs support, so he needs to bend his elbow out a little bit. Not really, actually. We'll keep it like that. Does need support. I guess he's leaning on it. This one needs to bend more, so it just looks separate. Getting your body.
The leg looks weird. The leg looks weird. Looks super skinny at the top.
Yeah, that's just well, it's because it's collapsing into itself. Got too much weight shifted that way. Actually, he's already that way, so now I need to turn his head like the other direction.
Don't die.
Yeah, I only use this for animations. It's what I know, so I stick with it.
There's lots of stuff for it, so.
I like the amount of resources it has too. Well, not just for resources, but free resources.
That is the important part. I do occasionally see pony animations in Blender, but it's usually just one pony with very simple backgrounds, if any, because there's just not as many free resources.
Plus, it's when you have something like Fallout Equestria and SFM comes with essentially a giant library of post-apocalyptic stuff.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, that all was just ported right out of Fallout, and you can technically port
No,
everything.
not just Fallout, Half-Life.
Oh yeah.
There's so many war games out there. There's way more stuff out there for just post-apocalyptic. Destroyed rocks all over the place. Pre-made animations for it. It's a plethora of post-apocalyptic.
People do like their post-apocalypses.
Well, and the fact that there's a huge fandom for it.
Everybody enjoys the story of a world gone mad.
You had it all this time? Why? This time? All this time? All this time? You had all this time? All this time?
I think that works, but I need to pull him more in that direction. Didn't really feel like he was stretching that leg. It doesn't help that you can't actually straighten the leg. Like there's a permanent hump there.
It's a skull hump. You got lumps. Gold lumps.
So it's just difficult because how do I make this leg look more bent? Well, I have to bend it more, but if I do that, I'm collapsing it in on itself to get it back far enough to look like that. So
I gotta be difficult, Goat.
it's because I'm turning the chest that much. I mean, I can jam this in there and then whatever, but then it does start collapsing his chest a little bit.
I'm gonna go start cooking supper.
Okay.
I will be back.
Adventure.
The adventure.
If I just slide this one more forward.
You had it all this time? This time?
Actually, what might help is
You had it all this time?
I will. I think this one was originally what I was trying to make be the straight one. I'm gonna swap that though because I feel like it actually makes more sense on this leg. But again, you can't straighten it that much. Because this leg's stretching, so this one would be bent because it'd be pulling across. But this one I can cheat a lot with, though.
You had it all this time? You had it all this time? Have you had it all this time?
I wonder if I... Oh yeah, I can ignore the goop. I can lift the goop. I'm going to do that now just so I remember it. Well, yeah, they actually do have it slightly updated for running on the newer engine, but it's missing. Well, for one, it hasn't had its updates for a while, and it's missing most of the function or the features that make this this version of SFM great, like being able to do temporary overrides to materials, to do scaling. A lot of that stuff doesn't exist on the newer version, and even then, the features that it gains by being on the newer engine are so minimal. It just seems like a farce having it there. So I haven't really even bothered to go over there because all the stuff I want they don't have.
You had it all this time? Why did you? You had it all this time? You had it all this...
Okay, I'm gonna drag. So he's stretching a little bit. I'm gonna churn him more on this one. I'm sure it'll be actually more than that, and then we're gonna churn chest 1 back a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, if there's something like that where it's crashes as well too. I mean, if it was updated to where it actually had a lot of the same functionality and features and stuff, yeah, I would totally jump to it. As long if it was backwards compatible, it'd be super helpful too, because you only can sit around and play around and suffer for so long before you have too much invested in it to change. But really, if I finished anything else working on and I don't have too much started that I care about, I don't think it'd be too bad to move even. Oh, I didn't actually finish bending his front legs on this. He's got shoulder wags. Okay, so this, where does he jump? Or when does he jump? The end of this. So. I'm probably gonna have him do some like shaky bits at the end of those. I'm gonna keep that for now. So in this, I want to have him lean forward a little bit. No. His model doesn't work like that. Just have to turn this down further and then just jam this up.
Food is cooking.
Cool.
What an interesting conversation you had while I was gone about the yodeling Walmart kid.
What's wrong with yodeling?
Nothing. Unless you have to listen to it.
Now he feels like it's too short in the front. Oh yeah, I think because his legs are about the same length in general. Where's your pelvis? I guess. How does that work? And I'm not going to bother doing any animating for him getting hit, at least right now, because it will be useless. You can't really keyframe it because you have to say, what would it look like when he's crushed? Not because I'm going to be using the blend of it. And I could just have it be where it's just
I mean, that looks perfect to me. I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's gone.
No, he's not gone. Right here.
He's a blockhead.
There he is.
He seems pretty happy about it. He's like, I finally got my bell back. Yay.
He's a blackhead.
He's a blockhead.
She's dripping the goo.
No.
But you want him to keep the goo? Get some fetish?
You know, if you let him keep the goo, he could have his own show, and you know what it would be called?
Googar? Goober?
Blues Goo.
No.
Blues Goos. Yes. Because he's blue.
Wow. You're observant.
Yeah.
All this time? Well, you had it all this time? Why didn't you tell me? Why?
Got all your keyframing done?
Yes and no. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do a lot of extra to it. I'm not so sure about his legs here. I feel like they got short. No, actually they extended. I think throughout this whole thing his legs kind of got a little longer.
Well, they distorted a little bit.
Why didn't you?
Second, where? You know, I think the original Grogar didn't look anything like this. And even Discord wasn't 100% sure what he looked like, but nobody really was. So,
But I thought they actually had him in the original series.
yeah, but I think he only had one eye or something. I think he's like a Cyclops. And I think the skull of him in the one episode was a Cyclops as well. Like, they had Grogar's eye, but he just had it as like a crystal ball kind of deal that he hovered over. I mean, the only one who had even heard, like, Tyrek was apparently alive when Grogar was Emperor, but he was very, very young. They never actually saw him. And Sombra had heard legends, and that was it. And by the time Cozy Glow and Chrysalis came around, even the legends had disappeared. For the most part. Apparently the Griffin Kingdom still remembered him. Because he apparently terrorized them more than most. Or that it was their king who defeated him or something, I don't remember. Hey. He's like, you been looking at my butt? Stop looking at my butt. It's getting across. It's all about the eyebrows, man. Yes. Michael! No. I wasn't looking at your butt, I swear.
Hey. Yeah. Michael. Hugs.
No. You're a gross old man goat.
No.
His face broke.
I have to get that to work. I have to do it where I have to put the eyes down, then I have to select both, then I have to move them up,
It's a lot of work.
open the mouth, and then my drop key will let me do both. Kiss me.
No. You look damp.
This is as you start seeing the bell. Gimme. It's like a Muppet.
He is.
like,
That's what it reminded me a lot of. It's like a Muppet.
Hi ho.
Yes.
Kermit D. Grogar here.
Kermit the Grogar. What's wrong with that?
It's backwards is what it is.
He's a funny looking frog. You know what the problem is? He's blue.
You had it all this time. Why didn't you take? You had it all
Every time he gets me.
Alright, let's see if I can lift his leg on this part. Like he's getting extra. Well, I guess he's gonna have a left leg lifted at any point. But.
Put the food. The shirt's about right now. Boil over.
Actually, having this leg lifted is easier because it's going to break, which is some of the weirdness that the model has. So it's nice because I can hide it.
You had it all this time.
Yeah, because he's going to be needing it for support in the other ones.
You had. You had it all this time.
Frozen pizza? Well, you should cook it first.
You had it all.
Okay, this is just his default T-pose.
Whoa. The delay on that is amazing.
Hmm?
The delay. I just sat down and you immediately said welcome back. It's a lot less delay than it used to be. I remember when I used to watch you in my old house. The delay was so bad sometimes I was like a minute behind.
Well, that was just
That was my internet.
that was original Twitch.
Yeah.
Delay in gaming is not a bad thing. As a gamer, you might want it. Because if you're playing a competitive game, last thing you need to do is have somebody that knows you're in the game and then is just watching you play.
Yeah.
So having a 40 second or a minute delay is nice because you can at least get to a position where they're not seeing you anymore.
Yeah.
But for stuff like this, I'm glad they put in a low latency mode.
Yeah.
Don't get old, Blair. Never get old.
I don't plan on doing it.
Why did you
You get too old, get hit by the bell.
You know how you make a Grogar?
Wow!
Which came first, the Grogar or the bell?
There's no telling. When a bell and a hard surface love each other very much, they give birth to a beautiful Grogar. And now I'm thinking about bell porn. Oh, this is hot.
And we'll be right back.
After these messages.
He's kind of got a look of like, come to me. Kiss me.
Kiss me, girl.
Kiss me.
Hey. It's Beauty and the Beast. Get it? Because he's a beast and that's a bell.
How's it Beauty?
Bell.
Oh, her name
It
is
was
Belle.
Bell. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not a Disney wizard.
Disney Wizard.
But really, the teapot's real name was Betty. Her first job was at a nursery.
Yes, got this whole like backstory.
That's my headcanon for
Yeah.
Belle or the teapot.
The teapot.
You had a thing for the teapot. You like that big old nose.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Pretty
35.
hot. She was. How else did she have a kid who was only like 10?
had it all this time? Why didn't you? Why?
Too old to be having a kid that young. Mrs. Potts be getting it on in her 60s and still popping out kids. That ain't right. She defying nature and whatnot. What? You could be having kids at 70.
But it's like, Mother Nature has said no. You
does.
shall perish.
And yet here is Mrs. Potts just popping them out.
Why didn't you?
Good for her.
Why didn't you?
I guess.
Okay.
Beauty and the Beast.
Why didn't you? Tell
You just like that part, don't you?
Yes, I do.
You're like, it's a big stupid bell. Why'd you do a big bell? Wait, never mind.
It's amazing.
It's also the satisfying ding.
Ding. Dead.
I tried adding like a crunch sound and other sounds, but then it just covered up the bell. So like, no, it's just bell, nothing else.
Just bell. Bell noise. Perfect.
you had all this time? Why didn't you?
Okay. Well, I think I'm in a position where I can blend it now, or at least make an attempt at blending. Alright. I have a feeling he's going to have to... He can drag into it a little bit, but this has to be quick once he gets to it. also forgetting to blend the slime with it.
You had it all. You
Oh, I think I got that one in. Oh no, it partially stretches anyway.
you had it all.
It's starting to look good
You
to
had
me.
it all. This. You had it all.
Putting it all together, it's coming together pretty nice.
Had it all. This.
But it always does, doesn't it?
Right here in the middle, I need to put part of this.
Had it all this time. You had it all this time. Had it all this time. Had it all this time. All this time. This time. This time. All this time. This is time. This time. All this time. All this time. All this time.
Just want that Rainbow Dash clip and be just like, look, he's dancing. Dancing. What mental image is that word block? You don't need the mental image of bell porn. Just imagining two bells just banging into each other, going ding, 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 and some dude like nearby who just has a really weird thing for bells, just like with a rag dabbing his head because he's like, oh my. That's bell porn. Now you have that image in your head. It's all yours.
You had it all this time. You had it all this time.
It's like, no, I'm made of brass and you're made of steel. We could never be together. Gotta put some controversy in the bell porn. Turn into a love story.
Okay, I think I can do the cleanup now.
So once you're all done, are you gonna move the entire scene to make the water move?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I knew you had that like that earlier.
I had it, but I didn't want to work with everything while it's all moving away from me.
Yeah.
So I just it was a test of concept at first, and now that I know it works, then I just moved on.
It's gonna look pretty good when it's all done. wonder how many people are gonna be wondering how you did that.
Hmm?
I bet you anything there's gonna be people in the comments just wondering how you made the water move.
Well, I'm doing it. No, the water move isn't the question. It's the water reflectivity that would be the question. I always get it anytime I use this map.
Mm-hmm. This place is starting to smell like chili.
It didn't take very long.
It's been cooking for about a half hour now. It takes about an hour and a half to cook that chili.
I'll have to give him a little bit better of a starting pose here, but
Oh, he was singing. Bumming his heart out. Right there, where he like chomps. I just want a hamburger to fly towards his face, and then him just to chomp down on it.
I started the stream with him eating a hot dog.
I missed it.
Because you work.
I know, what did I do that for? I'm gonna quit my job, so I never miss a hot dog moment again.
I was feeding him a coney.
Yum. It's like... This looks like he's reaching up to eat something.
Okay, so he's stopping at this point. I don't want him to. So I'm going to take this 2 frames and we're going to mash them together. Okay, that kind of works, but I want it to be quicker. So I'm going to grab, is it hold? Nope. Release. Okay, I still feel like this part needs to be a little quicker.
all good. Borg. Borg. Pretty good.
Might have his head turned up here. Where is his eyes looking? It must be super close. No, not really. Why is he looking down there? Up here, buddy.
His eyes might be a bit wonk.
It might be because the local factor is not included.
You had it all this time.
No, because that just defaults it to like forward. I'm thinking it's just his eyes are being Grogar eyes. So
The best eyes.
You had it all this.
I think his face needs to be a little bit more exaggerated.
It's like, oh. So he's the one.
Oh, I just offset it with this, didn't I?
You know, Crystals could make a lot of money selling that goop.
Why?
I mean, think about it. It's stuck almost instantly. And it's really strong.
She can make a lot of money, but she doesn't want money. She wants love.
You can get
It's actually she wants
money
revenge.
buys as well. Yeah, she mostly wants revenge.
She had probably one of the best in the entire 9 seasons. One of the best scenes of anybody. And that was when she realized she thought friendship was a good thing for a moment, and then she just screams.
I'm not doing it.
I love that.
I've seen what it does. It turned all my hive into weird looking rainbow bugs. I'm not having that happen to me. No. The rest of you just get warm feelings. I end up getting turned inside out. It's not fair. Be horrible. If I found out meaning having friends, I'd end up having to be like this rainbow monster the rest of my life. I wouldn't have any friends either. Like, nope, not worth it. It's a real downside.
No shoulder. Well, if I do, let's do a half and then I'll smooth it. Is the goop locked to the hoof or the hoof locked to the goop? Goop is locked to the hoof. Because then I could unlock. I feel like it's just going to be like micro jitters, but every bone multiplies on the next one. Let me just do like that bend bones and see what that does. Well, actually, I feel like he barely bends it to pull it up. I think what I might try doing is with this leg.
You know, even after this, I'm sure he'll be fine.
The bell?
Grogar.
But after getting hit by the bell?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because he's Ford tough.
Why do you talk
Because
sometimes?
he's a ram.
Quiet.
Just quiet you. Your bad jokes are not welcome here.
Yes.
Oh. Food's gonna come. It's gonna. We're going to fit. We had a burger at Culver's today. They have the best burgers for a fast food place. Hands down. I've made that decision. I don't think any other place comes close, honestly. Like I used to think Wendy's had good burgers, but they ain't got nothing on Culver's.
I like Wendy's fries. That's what I go there for.
Culver's has decent fries too. I want to say they're all about their cheese curds, but honestly, they don't have great cheese curds.
There's not many other fast food places that have cheese curds.
Well, Dairy Queen does, and theirs are actually pretty good. I would say they're better than Culver's. I think Culver's mistake is that they use cheddar cheese. It's just deep fried cheese. That's all. Think of a cheese stick, but smaller, like bite size. That's really all it is.
Isn't it? Yeah. Cheese, grease, and carbs.
Yeah. Nom indeed. Pretty tasty. And cheese is always good. Yeah, I think Culver's is pretty much, they're all about their Wisconsin cheddar cheese curds, but mozzarella makes better cheese curds. It just does. I agree, Blair. Whatever that thing is.
It's Rainbow Dash with...
Oh, a reindeer nose. She's Rudolph, or Rainbow, how would you best describe that? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rainbow?
It's my rainbow face. What'd you do to her?
He got Rainbow Rudolph nose. Argo Dirt Dash.
_RD.
RD.
But it says...
No, he made her flat. She's pancake now.
You're squish.
He squished.
Did you just add things to it?
He just squished.
That's all you did. I'm gonna do it and it's not gonna work.
Wait.
It didn't work. You cheat. Channel points. Why do I not have channel points? I'm a channel. I demand points.
I will give you mic points. You have them. They're just as good. You can't do anything with them.
There's a strange smell now.
just, I feel dirty. Purple blob. Purple blob indeed. You probably have to like buy them.
I have to watch myself to get my own channel points.
I mean, you kind of already do. I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rainbow. Okay. So on your channel, you'd be able to use them infinitely. You just have to set it up, apparently.
I do. Choose an emote to unlock. It says I have a... Let's see here.
How many points do you have?
It doesn't even say. It just says that there's circles. Oh yeah, it does have it. It has a little infinite symbol. Okay. I'm going to choose an emote to unlock.
Unlock.
Wait. That's weird. Okay. Highlight my message. Unlock a random sub emote. You can... Oh, that's interesting. Modify a single emote. There we go. I'm going to modify derp. Okay, hold on.
Give her sunglasses so she's cool.
What do we got here? I can give her sunglasses. Oh,
They almost fit.
they just pop up there.
Go ahead. Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rainbow. That just flips her. She flip. Monochrome. Oh, she gets swish. That's lewd. Now she cool.
Can I do both?
I'm boil water.
I want a Santa rainbow. There. There's my Santa one. That doesn't work. That's kind of works. No. It's a dolphin. It just points to dolphin. Yeah. Most of them are lame. I kind of like that one too. But I like Santa Rainbow. Well, that's neat. I have infinite numbers of things. I thought it was gonna like detect or something.
Both Rudolph and Rainbow are pretty good flyers. Now I'm just imagining Rainbow leading Santa's sled. And then she got everyone killed because she went too fast. That's how it ends. It's sad. Now you gotta play with that year round. Anytime they have a holiday, there's gonna be new ones, and so you just have to dress up your horse.
I'm gonna have to really have him dip here, because he has to dip like probably more than I'm actually gonna be able to make him do. Timing's off anyway.
That's a cool heart you got there. It's like, yeah. Let me go and I'll show you where I keep my tapioca pudding.
Okay, so that should work for the dip. It's just about getting it, I got the timing down now, but it's about figuring out the rest of it.
Glasses on an explosion?
Why would you disable it?
So much fun.
Somebody that doesn't like fun.
Mm-hmm. Fun police. It's a nuke.
I can see it looks like it lets you spend the points to unlock some sub stuff, which I guess I could see being like a, hey, don't touch my sub stuff. That's for subs.
Yeah, well, a nuke is an explosion. Big one. Oh, it's just a conflict with the mod he's using. The bot. Oh. Well, that's just whatever then.
Okay, so that definitely is also still not dipped enough here. I don't think I'm going to be able to double bend these though. That's usually going to turn out horrible. Yep. So those are the key frames that were off on that. But what I can do instead is it makes it look like he dipped more. Actually, might be able to fix it. It's really just between here and here. So we just bend them more at those points. Okay. And then just smooth it a little bit. Well, I think he. I'm gonna get him across that transition quicker. I'm gonna have him go. Like that, and then we're gonna grab the end here and just extend it like one. I need to get that. Oh, he has his eyes open here. wobbly thing here. Yeah, this is where trying to
Grandpa wobbles, but he won't fall down.
trying to correct it without a rig comes in, or is frustrating, but it's still doable. A lot of the reason it's not behaving right now is because they're locked at the top and bottom. If I lock each individual one, usually I can fix it a lot quicker or easier. Okay, so he's got his shoulders coming up, but he needs to have his head dipped quite a bit on this. Okay, I'm also going to think I'm going to take all of Grogar. Okay, his base stance is right at the beginning, so we'll just do that, and we will... Right before he gets... I want to have his mouth open wider.
Round one. It's like round one, fight. Down as soon as the bell rings.
You had it all this time? Why didn't you You had it all this Why didn't you
Yes, it's making me giggle. It's amazing. He has become one with the bell.
Woo!
He is Belgar now.
You had it all this time? You had all this time?
Hey,
Hey, Skylight.
hey there, hi there, ho there.
Why didn't you You had it all this time? Why didn't you You had it all this time? You saw this time? had all this. This time, all this time, this time, you had all I had it all this time. Why? Time. Why? Time. Why? All this time. All this time. What?
Actually, I was doing that wrong. So it should be this way.
I had it all this time. Why did you? Well, you had it all this time. What? You had it all this. You had it
Same
all.
thing that he said at the top of the thing here. So I don't want him to be always at the pinnacle of his motion. I want him to have a little bit of slide back.
I had it all this. You had it all this time. Why didn't you do? The bell. The bell. The bell. The bell. You had it all this time. Why didn't you do? The bell. You had it all this time. Why didn't you do? The bell. Bell. You had it. The bell. The bell. You had it all this time. All this time. What? Time.
I don't want to open his eyes, but I can at least make it's like his eyes are moving. I think his eyes need to be delayed just a little bit in opening too here. Hmm?
Watching a pot so that it boils water.
Watch a paint dry.
Yep. Sometimes. It's been on high for like 15 minutes now. It ain't boiling yet. Stupid water. It's like, hey, you bell,
Dip
you
him
don't do it.
more. Okay, I might be able to just cheat it like that. Yeah, that's better. It actually kind of works. I'm not running that much. We just need to blend the other direction. That's better.
Why didn't you tell? Why didn't you tell? Why didn't you? You tell. You tell. Didn't you tell? Why didn't you tell?
Not quite so much, but almost.
Why didn't you tell? Why didn't you tell? This time? What? Well, you had it all this time? Why didn't you tell?
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass.
I didn't.
Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass.
Think I might need to give her a couple, like an extra half a second at the end here. It's the little cool down period.
I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass. Ass.
Okay, so that's right here.
Ass. Ass. My hoof up your. Oh, I just clippy clomped my hoof up your ass.
That's a bit better. It's only a couple frames, but it makes a difference. Do we even need to fix anything with her? No, not really.
Hoof up your ass.
I'm wondering if I could find out like a bit of Tyrek sighing. Just like, nah.
You had it all this time?
Yeah, now that there's actual motion, I can really start making these lip syncs
You had it all.
more extreme.
You had it.
The bell kind of came quick. Yeah, it kind of teleports. Oh, I bet you I know why.
Why did you do?
So I thought I did something that led to its changing its location. Oh no, I cut some time off, so I'm thinking that's actually harder to fix than I think it's gonna be. I just fell. Something else is. Oh, it's no longer locked. That's weird.
Hey, Final.
Need to fix it all.
Is he all animated?
That's all that matters. All that matters is that he's dead.
Did you finish animating him?
No. I'm gonna be poking at it for the next 3 years. That's how this works.
No, I know that's how it works.
You had it all this
I'll look at something like, is this done yet? And I'm like, you'll be like, no. It's like, I thought it looked done 2 streams ago. You'll be like, no. But that is what makes them so good. That you do poke at them.
Yeah, you could be like, oh, it looks great. Then you go and poke at it some more. Like, wait. No, now it looks great. Wait. Oh, look, it's even. Whoa. It's not even the same thing anymore.
I'm an uncultured swine, so. Sometimes it ends up not being the same thing anymore. This is a whole different thing.
What do you mean by a whole different thing?
As opposed to what you were working on before with the Twilight.
Oh.
Sci-Twi.
Well, yeah.
It's like, we're doing Grogard now.
I'll fix the goof with that later. I don't think this is gonna work, but it's worth a shot.
You had it.
Actually, that does kind of work. I was expecting it not to. I felt like you shouldn't be just gradually lifting it from the goop. You should be like yanking it, sort of. So I was trying to get a good yank. Okay, well, I should be able to get this all done next Tuesday, I think. Because really all I have to do is move everything in the water. That's like a couple of minutes. Clean up his animation and secondary animation, and the same thing with her. And then that should be it. And I think even most of hers is done. It's just going to be clean up. So this is the boop emote. Is that like a automated response, Michael?
Boops.
I say the word boops. Did you say boops?
Boops? Where boops?
But no, we are done.
I want boops. I was informed that there were boops.
There are no boops.
I was lied to.
Maybe. Yes, you were. Probably. Anyway, so, but I will be back on Tuesday. Yeah, and we can try to have it done by then. Then I'll probably just do a overnight render and try to have it out on Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. So it's getting there, one day at a time. But sadly, I kind of wanted to get done before the end of the year this year or last year, because then I would have at least made something. But all right, whatever. Yep. Have a good weekend. Have a there it is. Have a kitty. Meow meow. Yes. All right. Bye bye.